It is that time of year where it is just hot, and that is what we are seeing across the central United States and a portion of the Midwest, as areas such as Nebraska, Oklahoma, Missouri are under major heat risk today. That is because of high pressure. It is now sitting over the western U.S. as well as the central U.S. and really controlling that weather. Now, when we have high pressure, we tend to see hotter temperatures. Those temperatures will go up, and that is why that area that I just showed is under major heat risk. This high pressure will be also influencing our weather here in South Texas and helping to keep us largely dry throughout the majority of this work week. If we take a look at the Weather Prediction Center's rainfall map, you can see rain to our west and rain to our east, but the majority of Texas stays dry. And for us, that's actually a good thing right now because we are dealing with all of that water that was in the hill country moving downstream through our watershed and through our rivers. And we don't need the rain right now because we don't want any of that ground to be saturated, because we are looking at a lot of the floodwaters moving into our region. So if we take a look at our river warnings right now, you'll notice that the Frio River at Tilden no longer under a warning. If it is correct, if that data is correct, then they have fallen under minor flood stage. However, they were having problems with their flood gauge reading correctly, but that water is receding and moving towards Choke Canyon. We do want to focus on the Nueces River right now. There is still a flood warning all the way from Cotulla to Lake Corpus Christi. And right now we're really watching south of Tilden for any rising waters. Let me show you this river forecast. You'll notice here that the river is rising slower than initially forecast. It was projected to already be in major flood stage by Sunday morning, and you can see there is a big gap there between observed data and their forecast, but it is rising and will likely get to major flood stage. It is just rising slower than expected. So this is something that we're going to have to watch south of Tilden. And if you are in that area that you need to be prepared for, it takes about a day, a little over a day from the water that moves south of Tilden along the Nueces to get to Three Rivers. So Three Rivers still has some time, but they are projected to see that river rise to at least 40.2 feet. And now that river forecast does not go all the way out to show the potential crest, but 40 feet, that is significant and major flooding for those along Three Rivers. So you're going to need to be prepared. The last time we saw a major flood was in 2022 when it crested at 37.08 feet. Now it is projected to get at least 3 feet above that. It's going to look very similar to 2002. So right now you're going to need to take the next couple of days, if you do live in this area, to make sure you're prepping your home and moving your livestock. The current forecast has this area getting into major flood stage by Wednesday morning. Now, if you check out the river forecast, you'll notice that a lot of areas will likely see some flooding if we get above 40 feet. Anyone in the floodplain between Three Rivers and Lake Corpus Christi has the possibility of seeing some flooding. So just make sure that you are taking that time now to prep your homes, add any sandbags needed, moving valuables, and also heeding evacuation orders from local officials. I'll be back up in a few minutes to talk about the heat we are expecting throughout the week.